Hey guys, it's Alicia and Cheyenne here, and we made a post about starting our fertility journey on becoming parents. We had a lot of people show us love and support, and we thought we would vlog this journey and make some videos here and there and just, record our progress and the journey as we go. So we want to let you know a little bit about us and our relationship and our hopes and dreams for our future.
Yeah.
So we got married back in 2016. We've been together as a couple for about 10 years. We've been married, it'll be 6 years in September. About a year and a half after we got married, we started down the journey of parenthood. We did go to a consultation at Spring Creek Fertility and realized exactly how expensive it is on people. And we are not rich by any means. We're also not, I don't think we're poor. We're just middle-class people, hardworking people. Insurance does not cover anything for fertility treatment, especially the insurance that Alicia has at her job that covers both of us. So that was like really overwhelming for us, especially being like our first year in marriage. So we decided to try home insemination with donor sperm. So we had a donor. I was tracking my ovulations on my own with OPKs. My family doctor at the time, due to different medical things going on with me, assumed that I had PCOS. Although I always had regular cycles, I always tested positive on my OPKs at home. I never did have any blood work done. I have had ovarian cysts in the past, but other than like a few here or there that burst.
What's OPK?
Ovulation Predictor Kit.
Okay,
Anyway, we never had luck with that. So I feel like that is a big reason why it didn't work the first time we tried. And we tried probably consistently between starting, taking a small break, and then starting again about a year. I was on medication. She started me on metformin and Victoza to help me maintain my hormone levels, because I have a very high insulin levels in my body. My body is insulin resistant, so it does not use insulin the way it's supposed to be. So that can mess up your hormones in the ovulation world. Since then, I have lost about 50 pounds on my own, and I am no longer on any medication. I suffer from anxiety and bipolar depression. So some of the medicines that I was on the first time we tried, I felt like also had a big significant role in me not being able to conceive. It also messes with your hormones and your moods, and I would have to stop taking that medicine for 2 weeks before we did inseminated, and then 2 weeks after. So I was like off of medicine for a month, on it for 2 weeks, off of it for a month, on it for 2 weeks. And the highs and lows of that, along with getting a negative pregnancy test month after month, was just really, really hard on me. So fast forward 5 years, we are ready to try again. I feel like we're both at a financial place in life that we feel more stable and that we could afford the actual fertility treatment through the fertility clinic. We have an appointment. It's a virtual consult on September 12th. I'll be doing that alone since she will be at work. And then hopefully we'll get some questions answered through that and then be able to go on. We're both 30 years old now. I'm a hairstylist and lash tech, and I feel like working from home with a more flexible schedule will be easier to be able to go to all the different appointments that we have to do. And yeah, I'll let Alicia take over and show her side of our journey so far.
I haven't done much, obviously. I mean, other than be supportive. I think financially I don't think we'll never financially be ready to have a kid, but it's kind of we need to jump in and do it. I've been at my facility for 6 years now, and I've grown, I would say, into multiple positions to where now I'm in a set office job is what I would go for, or say. I'm a quality coordinator is what I am. And a lot of people know where I work at. I work for a die-cast facility, but they don't know exactly what I do. But quality coordinator. I've been in this position since close to March, but previously I've held like a die-cast lead job and worked multiple jobs before that. again, my insurance don't pay for nothing, obviously. That's nothing new to anybody. Most insurance don't pay for infertility. I think Cheyenne's flexible schedule, being at home, is good for us. Financially, I think we are middle class individuals, but I don't think we are, how to explain it, wealthy, I guess. I would say we're just low middle class people from Ridgeville, and we're just trying to have a baby, I guess. Yep. Is that what you want me to say? Does that sound right? Did that sound right?
It's your take on the whole thing. So, we also, I know I did at least, I started to donate plasma until we actually start the medication, and they tell me I can't donate anymore. Probably will be up into our first insemination, so that we could save extra money for this as well. So I donated today, but I think we're going to switch Saturday to a different plasma donation place. Because the benefits and the pay is way better. And not saying that we're just doing this for money. Obviously, donating plasma helps people. It helps create medicine for people, things like that. But the benefit of donating is that we have the ability to make $1,000 each in 1 month. So that would pay for 2 vials of sperm, or that would pay for my medication, my IUI. It would pay for my medication and my sonogram. It would help with a lot of things. So that's just an extra way that we can make money to go towards this journey, as it is very expensive and stressful.
And I know the thought process of people would be like, well, can you just put overtime in? In my job position, I can't put overtime because I am salary-based pay. So no matter how many hours I put in or don't put in, I get the same pay. So that's going to be out of the question. A lot of people has made the comment that like we should start a GoFundMe, and I have a hard time. Maybe mainly because it's a pride issue. I have a hard time trying to start a GoFundMe, mainly because people will be like, oh, if you can't afford to have a child, how are you going to afford to raise a child? And I mean, they're not wrong by any means, but it's also how many heterosexual couples do you see that have kids nonstop that don't even want their kids? And you have me and Cheyenne who have been pretty established. I mean, bought my house in 2014. We started living together. I bought it at the age of 21. We've been in our home now for 9 years. No.
Since 2014.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 7 years, I'm sorry. I've been in our house for 7 years. I've been in my job for the last 6 years. 7 years, it'll be 7 years in September. Cheyenne obviously has a set career is what she does, and she's taken off with that and has gotten educated. I'm actually making the steps right now, and I'm in school currently too to further my career in my job, because my ultimate goal is to be more into quality, either like be a quality manager for a company or move into maybe engineering program and continue more into school. So I know people are going to look at us like, if we did start the GoFundMe, I'm scared of mainly pride, rude remarks, comments, because I mean, we are a same-sex couple. We've already dealt with discrimination or homophobia in our town alone, so it's not a good feeling, I would say. Yeah, I know that's going to be brought up, and I mean, it's already been brought up to us 3 different times to start a GoFundMe or something like that, and I don't want to say we're not against it, but that's our fear of having one. I do think plasma will be the route to go because of obviously insurance and financial
even if
issues.
I get pregnant and I can't donate anymore, you still can. So that income can still be coming in to pay for like deductibles on insurance or any other medicine, or if it doesn't take the first time, then she can still donate to help like try to raise the money. And I've even had family members that said they would offer to donate plasma and give us the money, which is so kind. And
I think what we will do for financing is finance through my bank. I have well-established credit, and so Cheyenne, so there's no worries on that end. But obviously, it's the risk of going in debt for something that may never happen either, and that's something that lingers in my mind nonstop because I have the mentality of I want to be out of debt. I want things paid off. Like that's my goal in life, is to be debt-free before we can travel, or I would say have a kid. But Cheyenne's eggs is a chicken, I guess is what you would say. You can't just be financially well off at the age of 45 and expect my wife to have a kid. So yeah, that's all I got, I think. Is there anything else?
Yeah, so the next step would be our consultation, and then we go from there. After that, it would probably be the fertility check, which would be like blood work and the sonogram to check and make sure my uterine walls are good, my ovaries are good, all of that, see if they need to be flushed, because that's another, it's like a saline sonogram, something like that. So that would probably be the next step after a consultation. And I know that alone, the blood work, they didn't give me a cost on. I'm going to ask them about that next Monday. But they said insurance might cover some of that since it's like not treatment yet. It's just checking your blood levels. I think we still have to pay out of pocket till we hit our deductible anyway. So I'm sure we'll have to pay for that.
$5,000.
Yeah. No, it's $10,000 for family, $5,000 per person.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
So precious.
I mean, I'm going to meet mine. So, anyway, and the sonogram alone is $500. So I'm hoping that with the way cycles go and blood work, I'm not really sure when they would want to do that, but if we can get these plasma donations in since we started early this month, then hopefully we can, get some money together so we wouldn't have to take that out in a loan so far. So then after the blood work and we get our genetic testing back, then it tells what my genetics are, and then we get to pick some sperm. It's a sperm donor. So we've already been looking at that on a few different websites. I think I've been looking at it more than her. She really needs to look into that too, because I know what I want in a sperm donor, but she's also the other half of this family, and I want her input as well, because even though she wouldn't be carrying the baby or it wouldn't have her DNA, she might want it to look like her, like blonde hair, brown eyes, or, anything like that. So after the genetic testing, that would be easier to look for, because I don't want to find one that I'm like in love with. Like, I want this sperm donor and then get my genetic testing back and then be screwed. Plus, these sperm vials go really fast. And we're probably gonna have to buy 1, 2, or 3 vials, because I know a lot of research I've done, it takes like 1 to 2 vials per insemination. And then if it doesn't take and you really like that sperm donor, you can go back and they can be out of sperm or they could not be donating anymore. So, and then a lot of the ones that I have found are like, they're retired from the program. They have like 25 vials or less of sperm left. So they only donate to people who already have had kids through that sperm donor. So that's another tough one. We have to figure out a sperm donor. I know that's probably going to be the most stressful part, but we are ready for this journey. Yeah, but after our virtual consult, we will have another update for you guys.
Zona.
The dogs are eating their lunch and they're mad because they're still locked up, so we can make this video. But anyways, we'll keep you guys updated. So
Hey, peace out, Cub Scout.
bye.